We back. We back. The OBS kind of crashed a bit. Is what it is. It crashed, but luckily it's MKV. So where were we before the OBS video kind of crashed? Welcome to the next day. Oh yeah, we're seeing if it looks like we might be able to use drones. It looks like one plutonium rod can actually fuel up our entire. I mean, so far the drone hasn't really been begging for anything else, right? So if that's the case, then drones are definitely gonna be the way. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna see. I want to test it out. So we're gonna need some more casings, some more radio heads, and some more motors and AI limiters. So let's quickly grab some motors. We'll go grab some. We'll need some more heavy modular frames actually. Yeah, no, we got enough heavy modular frames. We're gonna need some, like, at least 20 radio heads. Ah, that's enough. 50 is fine. And we need some casings and some AI limiters. I think I got a lot of AI limiters in the other base. But yeah, if that's the case for drone ports, then we're gonna be using drone ports then from now on. Because that doesn't require. Let me just see if that. Look, it did say plutonium rods use 0 per trip, so you're basically saying once I have one, it will never need to build another one, which is, let's be honest, that's pretty insane, right? So that's basically, I could literally go across the entire map, grab some kind of like ore, and bring it back, which means, I mean, look, this drone. We have 0 fuel in here, but the last fuel type was, you know. What would I want to bring back first that would be annoying? Might just quickly steal some AI limiters off you real quick. We're making plenty of these. Wait, when it comes to the plutonium rods, we're actually not producing enough waste, which is actually kind of funny. We're not actually producing enough waste. But to produce waste, we need a lot of resource. Like, as you can see, just to keep this nuclear thing alive, okay, let's see what the main suspect is right now. The main suspect of us not producing enough is, so 50 uranium per minute. So 62, and it creates 125. Sulfur, okay, so sulfur, uranium. Wow, putting that Mark III miner really made us get a bunch of copper back instantly. What's one resource we really need right now? One resource we really need right now would be plastic, I guess. Wait, then we don't need a. We might not even need a battery factory anymore. We need plutonium. Okay. I'm actually really excited that we know that now. So, from now on, if we do need resources nearby, we don't actually need. What's actually the thing we're lacking? Yo, the only thing we're lacking is literally nuclear waste. We don't have enough nuclear waste, which is insane. We're lacking nuclear waste. So. But look how much it costs just to fill at one. Also, we consume like... Okay, one nuclear thing literally creates... One nuclear power plant creates 50 uranium waste. No, 25 per minute. But to create plutonium things, we literally consume way more than 50. We consume like... So that only produces 25 per minute. We are literally consuming, without even any surcharges, we consume like 75 plus 25. But the thing is, though, is that we do have plutonium waste, which I'm not exactly sure what that does. Is that possible I could fit this in here, or is it only... There's nothing I can do with uranium waste. Ah, crap, I got cancer in me now. GG, I'm dead. Oh, what can I do with plutonium waste, though? Maybe there's a thing maybe we can use it later on. Huh. I mean, now we got drones, though. I guess that's kind of nice. It's like if we use drones again. What would I need to collect, though? I mean, it's exciting that now we can use mass drones without worrying about batteries, right? That's exciting, but what I even used it for though, you know? That's a good sign. The drone ports are always gonna have radiation now, right? No? Oh no, it's not. Okay, drone ports can definitely help me make blueprint modules, but what do I even need first? If we don't use trains and we use packages. Okay, well, I guess the first thing we'll do is drone modular. Okay, so drones modular blueprint. We need aluminum first. Backside water, create aluminum solution. Aluminum solution and coal create aluminum scrap and water. Is there a way I can like? Because right now, one of the problems we have is we don't have enough plastic to suck out the water, right? Produces water. So is there a way where I can like the water goes out, but then I could like refuel the water back over here into like a buffer? But the problem with that is that there's no such thing as like priority. There's no smart pipes, is there? It limits flow rates. $300 per minute. What are these blueprints, by the way? Have I been missing out on something? You know I've always skipped them. I've always skipped these blueprints. But I never actually really looked into what they actually do. Do you think it's worth it? I never actually looked at it though. I guess I can afford it now because I'm kind of hella rich. In terms of that kind of stuff. In terms of that, we are very rich. We are very rich in terms of that. Alright, let me just quickly shove these in real quick. I wonder what these blueprints actually do. Because Right now, the Google Slides is not going to help me with what I'm thinking right now. And I'm trying to think of if I can, like... How do I say it? I'm trying to think if I can... reuse the water rather than... Yeah. It's a lot of thinking.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The blueprint designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
Where do you build a blueprint thing? Is it in the equipment shop? How do I use these blueprint things? I have no idea how to use the blueprint things. Like, where is that even?
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Fuck am I gonna do with that? So small. The hell am I gonna do with this? Fuck. Like, I don't... Why can't I just dump the water in the... You know what I mean? Can't you just let your boy dump water into the ocean? Am I not allowed to do that? Is that not allowed? Okay, well, let me just quickly see something. We're looking at. Hold on. Let me cook real quick. I'll be back. I'm back. Wait, so I'm thinking of some. Okay, with the drones, we can do a lot of interesting stuff, but it's a really late game thing now, isn't it? But I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm pretty excited that the drones need plutonium, and it will run forever. Problem, it's kind of, it feels like it's a bit too late though. I mean, it's not too late, but it's just like, it's like, okay, now drones don't need, you know, they don't need batteries, but I kind of already built everything, you know? I already built all the components knowing that. You know, it's like, it's kind of, is it too late? It's not too late, because I could always make new components. Like, I could, it would definitely be good for, like, the new stuff, I guess you could say that. So, that's kind of interesting, but still, it's like, it's a bit interesting. I mean, it's good. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, honestly. I just wanted to... I can just make mass plastic now, I guess. To make mass plastic, we just need oil, fuel, Aluminum solution. Aluminum scrap. I got no more plastic again. I mean, okay, I've said this, I don't know how many times I said this at this point. I think I said this too many times already, but look, we already are crafting everything we need. The only thing we're doing now is just spending time thinking of what we can do to improve it. Kinda. I mean, I'm trying to think of something here. When it comes to the... I kind of want to make like a base purely for module frames, but that's kind of but then but now with the knowledge that drones exist, it's kind of like interesting because with the drones that really makes things a lot more cool, and a lot more bigger than you. But for the pipes though, there's no priority. You know, there's no like pipes don't really have like a priority. There's no priority thing in them. You know, drones don't have. Oh no, pipes don't have priority merges. You know what I mean? Like drones don't have priority things at all. Okay, so let's pretend that it's all maxed out, right? Then you would want this thing to be only 400 and 120. So you'd only have this like at 150 max. You'd have this thing at like oh, I can change it. 141. The valve limit's 141 maximum rate. And then you probably want to add like pump status as well, I guess. Like that. You want to add like pump status so it uses this first. Again though, there's no priority pipes, unlike the splitters, which have priority things. God damn, drone ports are massive though. Drone ports are huge. Drone ports are huge though, but I didn't even realize how big drones were. Okay, so what I'm thinking is backside in here, silica in the bin, coal in there, and you know it'll go into the scrap goes into a foundry. A scrap goes into a foundry. And then another industrial storage. I run out of materials. Okay, so if we don't use trains and we use drones, that might make things a lot more. I mean, the fact that drones only need one plutonium and then they work for like forever is a big game changer. But I need to. It's big, but I need to like take advantage of that. Knowing that knowledge now can make further blueprints a lot easier, I think, because I don't have to like organize. You see the thing? Okay, here's the thing about drones now. If I just get a mass like platform of resources and combine it all together, then we're gonna have one unlimited, very like basically one. Basically, you can think of it like one Mark III miner, but to the maximum. Like one Mark III, like no, like a. What I'm thinking is, because currently the problem is we're running out of resources all the time, but if we had like a mass collection of resources in one platform and a bunch of drones, instead of like making a mess, like as you can see here, instead of making a mess of conveyor belts, we just directly give it a drone port instead. Now it's bigger, but it's gonna be infinite resources no matter what, because where it collects it from a pure node instead of like a split. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. But as you can see, it does take up a lot of space, but it's this blueprint can be anywhere at once, and then I could always transfer that resources anywhere I want now. So it's gonna save a lot of the mess, but it uses up a lot of space. Are you humping my? You better stop that right now, boy. You better stop humping my shit. I got no ammo. You're lucky. You're actually lucky. I would blow you up. Hey. Oh my god, he's got a bomb on him. Yeah, back off. Why, if I built a nuke, I could plant a nuke on those things and murder them. I would do that. You're lucky this time. Next time, not so lucky. So this thing would need aluminum. Would need like silica, but then I need another drone port. But then it'll make a bunch of iron. It'll make a bunch of aluminum. And then I could transfer that aluminum. Okay, I need a bit more drone ports. Like a crap ton of drone ports. Drone ports aren't too expensive. A little bit expensive, but they're not like the worst. Drone ports aren't that expensive. They just cost a lot of... I could afford all that. It's not that's not very hard to afford. Just need a bunch of heavy modular frames. Well, and then silica. I mean, yeah, it's a very expensive perma setup, but oh my goodness, you better bugger off. Yeah, it's just drone ports do take up quite the amount of space. But and they kind of use like 100 megawatts. They do use up like 100 megawatts. And they'll just use a lot of drone ports. But this entire setup here, this entire like thing here, it uses 300 megawatts, 3 plutonium. It will use 3 plutonium fuel rods, but it would continuously work, and then we'll probably need and then it'll probably be like a 4th one. But the thing about the 4th one is that it could be more than 4. Like this 4th drone port can be like another one. No, like it could be like another drone port if I need to move something somewhere else. But technically you could do something like and then you kind of just create like a bunch of these. And then like if we had more space, right? Then these will go into drone ports, which will transfer the materials somewhere else. So it would cost like a lot, but that would make further blueprints a lot more simpler because you're never going to run out of resources. Because then this setup here can be, I mean, this is only for aluminum, but if we wanted like copper, we'll just collect copper mines from all locations and then shove them into one source location, and you know what I mean? But then sometimes the resources might be too much. I should be excited about the drones, but I'm just trying to think. Like, I mean, yeah, cool. We got the drones, right? But everything's kind of already built. I guess we'll save the drones for the SAMs. Okay, one problem. Okay, the problem right now is that we're waiting, and I'm losing my mind while waiting. That's what's happening. I'm waiting for the cooling systems, and I'm losing my mind. Right? I'm losing my mind because I'm waiting. That's exactly what's happening. I'm just waiting for these units, but they take fucking forever. You know? Like these things are gonna they take forever. I don't even know what I'm missing. Computers. Like if I unlock this meta conversion, then I think I could use the drones to make things. But I'm literally waiting. How would this work? I have everything in like one location. We have everything in one location, but it's just that we are sucking too much resources, and we need multiple nodes helping, e.g., copper. But we stuff that. I mean, as you can see here, adding 2 Mark III miners worked like a charm, right? This worked really well. But the thing about miners is that all these coppers just need a smelter and a constructor and it's done, right? But when it comes to the more advanced resources like aluminum, which we need a lot of, it has to go through so many stages. And like creating like a module consumes like the entire thing. Right? Like if I wanted to make one module with aluminum, it'll consume the entire, it would consume the entire 3-lane process. And it consumes like multiple things as well. So building one's almost kind of enough. I mean, we got 2 though, right? But still, it's like, we built one of these, right? We built another aluminum farm here, but it's not even enough aluminum to make enough. It's like, okay, when it comes to the copper, raw copper, smelter, done. Like just 2 steps. So all we need to do is just add a whole bunch of raw copper to the smelter. No, all we need is just raw copper and we're done, right? Raw copper, smelter, done. So we just find as many like copper mines as possible and connect them together, right? But then when it comes to like aluminum ingots, it's gonna need a coal mine, a coal vein, a bauxite vein, and a quartz vein. And then we got aluminum ingots. And then we bring those aluminum ingots to the main. We're already doing that here though. Like, okay, let me just check the problem here. So we need a lot of. The problem is we need lots and lots of. We need lots of modular frames, right? Like a crap ton. We need like at least 500, nearly 1,000. So what does it need? Heavy modular frames, aluminum casings, nitrogen gas. Now what's wrong with our aluminum thing? The problem with our aluminum casings is that we are silica. But then the aluminum ingots get split into aluminum casings and sheets. And I think the aluminum casings are also being split into something else. It's being split into those. We don't actually need batteries anymore. We don't need batteries anymore. We we don't need batteries anymore. I'm done with that. Look at all this waste though. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the game here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I appreciate it. The journey's been good. The journey has been good, but at this point, okay, the journey's been great and everything, right? But at this point in the game, we've reached a scaling issue where it's like we've reached a scaling issue in Satisfactory. Oh crap, my mic. We've reached a scaling issue in Satisfactory where it's like we are crafting everything now, but it's incredibly slow. But to increase that speed, I mean, yeah, you got drones and everything, right? Like you can use drones to grab resources purely from each node. What just blows my mind is the nuclear pastas. To craft 100 of those, we spent 2 hours AFK. We need 1,000 of those. So that's gonna literally be like 30 plus hours of AFK if we do that. But then if we want to increase the speed of it, we're gonna need 30,000 plus megawatts. Which needs more of that, which needs more of this. And the scaling issue is that one node can only produce so much. And to produce other materials, we need multiple nodes. So it's like, we already have 2 factories of aluminum and it's still not enough to create everything at once. But if we want to grab more aluminum, we need to grab more nodes from everywhere else. And it's reaching a point where you literally are forced to wait hours for the materials to come. But if you want to speed it up, you can add more things. But then it's like it's a very time consuming scaling issue. The scaling issue is definitely a problem. I mean, you can definitely do it. Like, if I were to get a bunch of trains and drones that collect every single node from the world, bring it back, it'll be good, right? But then, yeah, it's just a scaling issue, right? Like, we have everything being made. We good. If we want to wait, like, if we want to leave the PC AFK for hours, right? If we don't want to wait for hours, we can invest time into scaling it. But then, okay, we scaled it, right? But you need a crap ton of power, but you always need to maintain it nonstop too. Yeah, you just need multiple nodes. So I mean, the map's huge, right? The map is massive. It's massive. So you can collect nodes from everywhere, purely just to speed it up. A lot of trees. It's. I mean, you okay? Drones. The only good thing about drones is that it doesn't. It still uses lots of power, lots of megawatts, but it skips the entire like railway process, right? So we don't need to build a bunch of rails and trains. So basically, they're like a in the chest. They're in the chest type of conveyor belt, but they're huge in space. So and there's gonna be a lot. So like one drone port can only carry one type of, but then you can add a smart splitter. But then the smart splitter is just gonna be, yeah. And I mean you've got the programmable splitters that can definitely help, but it's like uh it's it's like you need so many resources. No, how to say it? It's like you need so many resources. I think the issue is okay when it comes to like basic things, copper, iron, coal, easy, right? Drone conveyor belt done. It's just when it comes to the other smaller things, and you need a lot of them. And then when you start splitting it to make other things, the tree just gets way too large. And if we wanted to use the drone method, as you saw, the spaghetti of conveyor belts is a representation of if we were to clean that up and use drones only, it's just gonna make a mass lake thing, and the scale issues are a bit crazy. It's good, but phase 5 is satisfactory. How long to beat phase 5 in hours? Speedrun in 13 hours. This man's got bases everywhere. What the fuck? I'm just like in this one little corner here. I mean, one idea I do like the idea of is it's kind of like real life. So in real life, you would have like in real life, let's say for example a gold factory, right? Like for example, we do a gold mine, right? In real life, gold mines kind of work like this. Your job is to mine the gold. That's it. It's kind of like Satisfactory is kind of like it's like this, a gold mine, right? A gold mine. So your job is to purely just, extract, extract, extract dirt, get get gold, right? And then you sell that gold to manufacturers. So you sell the gold to a a gold a gold seller, right? It's a gold seller, merchant, gold factory. I don't know, factory seller, seller, merchant. Gold merchant seller, and then they buy the gold, sell the gold, right? And then the gold seller will sell it to like a gold watch company, right? And then you could sell the gold to a you know gold for PC parts, and then you would use wait is gold even used in PC? Gold for like a watch company, right? Gold for a bank, gold for like a jeweler. I think gold is also used in like RAM, like gold for PC parts, e.g., like I think it's SIM cards or RAM or CPUs or something. I don't know. For electronics. And you've got all of these like massive, you've got all these like chains, right? And Satisfactory is like you do it all, but we need more gold. And then it's like, okay, we need lots of the. Okay, fuck's sakes. But if we want to do it for the factory, if we want to put it in our factory, it's like, okay, gold mine. We got lots of gold, but the demand is incredible. So in order to get more gold, we need to get more mines, and each mine will. It's like you almost have to. It's almost like you have to dedicate a node for one specific product. It's just a scaling thing, huh? Yeah, it's just a scaling thing, but it gets to a point where if you want to scale towards a scale, you're gonna need a stupid giant tree just for that one product. And if you start splitting off things into like splitters, then you're gonna run out of demand. So I guess one thing we could do in Satisfactory is make like a massive, like a huge, what do you call it? A bunch of product and then split it off. But the thing is, we did that already. Like we made a bunch of demand, we split it, but then it just gets the tree just gets way. The tree gets so entirely complex. The tree gets too complex. I mean, look, the system we have is fine. It's just that the scaling is crazy. It's like before we had enough heavy modular frames. Now we need a shit ton. And now I mean, it's just a like the copper example, right? We were draining lots of copper. All I gotta do is just put a conveyor belt of a mine into there. But when it comes to like the other resources, like aluminum sheets, you have to go through like a 4 vein system, which requires 3 individual ores just to make that extra vein, and that's probably still not going to be enough to meet demand. I mean, there is lots of nodes in the map though, but I think it's a bit over, guys. Not gonna lie. Do I dare throw in the white flag? I ain't gonna lie, chat. I might be throwing in the white flag for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this probably goes against my word. I did say I was gonna complete the game, but it's been a good journey. It's been a great journey, but maybe I'll revisit it. But I just do believe that the Satisfactory era is probably gonna come to an end for now because the scaling issue is just fucked up. You know, it's just way too. Yeah, throwing in a white flag for now. I'm probably gonna end up coming back tomorrow if I be honest, but for the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna throw in the white flag. It's a bit too much. Throwing in the white flag is too tough. Good run. It's been. Are you still watching Versa? I've just been yapping for the last 32 minutes. I'm thinking of throwing in the white flag. I don't know. Because today we spent the first time AFK in the game just to complete phase 4. We did everything in phase 4 perfectly, but it's just the scaling's insane. Scaling is like actually insane. It's a good run. Alright, appreciate it. For now, if I see comments about it, I'll think about it. But for now, it's a bit. Yeah, I think it's crazy run though. Alright, see you.